Everyone should see it except Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad, stand up. I want everybody to see the parents of this proud young new congressman. You did a heck of a job. Congressman Frost, thank you for the introduction, and you've helped power a movement that's turning a cause into reality. You know, you're the big reason why I'm so optimistic about America's future. So many engaged young people. So many engaged, I remember when I was young. We have something in common. I got elected to the Senate when I was 29 years old. The only difference was he was eligible when he got elected to take office. I had to wait 17 days to be eligible. That was 827 years ago, but it was a while. Folks, Vice President Harris, members of the cabinet, so many members of Congress who are here, and the relentless leaders on this critical issue. You know, one of the members who couldn't be here today is a really important member, Senator Chris Murphy. With Chris, who together with Congressman Frost introduced the bill, created a dedicated gun violence prevention office. He couldn't be here today. Since the tragedy in Sandy Hook, and I remember being there. I remember that how I met with every one of the parents who were there. I met with every member, every family member. And what I do also remember is that I remember as we were leaving, the state police doing the investigation asked Senator if they'd meet with me, if I could meet with them. And I said, of course I would. And I think there were about 12 to 14 of them. And I walked in a room, and two of them started crying. And they said, we need help. We need help. And I looked at them, I said, what can I do? They said, we need psychiatric help. We need help. We need help. Anyone who doesn't think that these kinds of engagements have a permanent effect on young children, in many cases alter their entire lives even if they never had a bullet touch them, misunderstands. These were hardened, tough cops asking me, could I get them psychiatric help? To all the state and local leaders and advocates from all across the country, and to the survivors and families who are with us today, many of whom Jill and I have gotten to know. And by the way, our losses may be different circumstances, but I know events like this are really hard to attend. You want to be here to promote the change, but it brings back all the memories as if it happened a day ago. And I thank you, those of you who are parents, for being here, brothers, sisters, for being here. It matters. You have absolute courage. You found purpose in your pain. And because of all of you here today, all across the country, survivors, families, advocates, especially young people who demand our nation do better to protect all, who protested, organized, voted, and ran for office, and yes, marched for their lives. I'm proud to announce the creation of the first ever White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, the first office in our history. Created by executive order, I determined to send a clear message about how important this issue is to me and to the country. It matters, and here's why. After every mass shooting, we hear a simple message, the same message all over the country, and I've been to every mass shooting. Do something. Please do something. Do something to prevent the tragedies that leave behind survivors who will always carry the physical and emotional scars. Families who will never quite be the same. Communities overwhelmed by grief and trauma. Do something. Do something. Well, my administration has been working relentlessly to do something. To date, my administration has announced dozens of executive actions to reduce gun violence, more than any of my predecessors at this point in their presidencies, and they include everything from cracking down on ghost guns, breaking up gun trafficking, and so much more. And last year, with your help, I signed into law the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the most significant gun safety law in almost 30 years. It strengthens background checks, expands the use of red flag laws, improves access to mental health services, and so much more. This historic law will save lives. It's a really important first step. And by the way, I was the guy, along with a woman in California, who also, we once banned assault weapons and multiple magazines. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Call to action, a reason to hope, because for so long the conventional wisdom was we'd never get any Republicans to support gun safety legislation. But we did. For the first time in 3 decades, we came together to overcome the relentless opposition from the gun lobby, gun manufacturers, and so many politicians opposing common sense gun legislation. And we beat them. And we did it through a bipartisan effort that included a majority of responsible gun owners. We're not stopping here. Again, I'll say it again. I'm not going to be quiet until we get it done. It's time again to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. If you need 80 shots in a magazine, you shouldn't own a gun. Because, look, last time we did it, it worked. We also, last time, we established universal background checks to require safe storage of firearms. It's time. It's time. Look, while we push for Congress to do more, we're going to centralize, accelerate, and intensify our work to save more lives more quickly. That's why this new White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention is what it's designed to do. It will drive and coordinate a government and a nationwide effort to reduce gun violence in America, and it will be overseen by an incredible vice president who understands this more than any vice president has. No, really. That's not hyperbole. That's a fact. She's been on the front lines of this her entire career as a prosecutor, as an attorney general, and as a United States senator. Her deep experience will be invaluable for this office. And Steph, where's Steph Feldman? It's right there. Steph, I want you to stand up, please. Steph Feldman has been working on this issue with me since Sandy Hook in 2012. Now, she was 13 years old when she joined me, but since 2012 will serve as director of the office. The office will have 4 primary responsibilities. First, to expedite the implementation of the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act and the executive actions already announced. And I mean it. We're going to fully implement them. Second, coordinate more support for survivors, families, and communities affected by gun violence, including mental health care, financial assistance, the same way FEMA responds to natural disasters. Same way. And helps folks recover and rebuild and alter. Look, folks, shootings are the ultimate superstorm, ripping through communities. Third, identify new executive actions we can take within our legal authority to reduce gun violence. And fourth, expand our coalition of partners in states and cities across America, because we do have partners to get more. We need more state and local help to get these laws passed locally as well, and to strengthen our laws and give us more hope. Folks, to be clear, none of these steps alone is going to solve the entirety of the gun violence epidemic. None of them. But together, they will save lives. And it's going to help. It will help rally the nation with a sense of urgency and seriousness of purpose. Today, guns, I never thought I'd even remotely say this in my whole career. Guns are the #1 killer of children in America. Guns are the #1 killer of children in America, the United States of America. More than car accidents, more than cancer, more than other diseases. In 2023 so far, our country has experienced more than 500 mass shootings and well over 30,000 deaths due to gun violence. This is totally unacceptable. It's not who we are. And we have to act. We have to act now. And let me be very clear. If members of the Congress refuse to act, then we'll need to elect new members of Congress that will act.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.